I was listening to a powerful sister in the Lord. I have been experiencing the same thing that this sister. Oh my gosh, it was almost like she's reading off what I'm going through right now. I have a gang of men and women, but mainly men. Like they hate me down to the core. And I swear to God, I don't speak to no one. I don't bother nobody. I'm in an RV, cul-de-sac at times. I don't bother no one, and they there that energy, gossiping energy. They need to get a whole gang of internet, social media people to gang up on me, stalk me, monitor me, follow me. I mean, it's ridiculous. And she was saying the same thing about the childish behavior in their childish ways, because I wonder, how do they see me looking at them? Because I see grown as adults, if you will, and it's shocking to see grown adults acting like children, like we back in elementary school, name calling me ugly, fat. So this is something that I would expect out of my grandchildren, not a grown person. You know what I'm saying? You would expect a grown person to have mutual respect for you. I got respect for you. I'm not at your house videotaping you, putting you all over social media. So why is it so hard for you to also give me the same respect? Or you just think that you better than me, that you can insult me, offend me, and you will never have to apologize to me until God's judgment come on you. How can you be so adult like offensive towards other people, and you don't like to offend people? How can you offend people, mother, but you don't want nobody offending your mother? I mean, it goes back to do unto others. Isn't this the cardinal rules? Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. Well, why is it okay for you to? I don't know. I think that you just doing it because you want to hurt people. You're miserable within your own self as an adult. I mean, like, even some of these people, like she was mentioning, it's so true that some of them became celebrities and some of them became stars and movie stars, and they got the money and they got the men's and the best women, but yet you look to me every day, the main woman that everybody talk about, the main woman that everybody laugh and make fun of. I only stand by myself. They got so dirty and low down where they wanted all my kids not to make contact with me after a stroke. You know, to be out in the desert by yourself while they drive by every day, no help, no assisting me, no checking up on me, make sure I'm okay. No, they drive by me every day to want to make fun of a 56-year-old recovery stroke person. Have you ever seen, like, you um have a sickness, and this one going to be a little bit longer than other ones. You have a sickness and they want you to recover real fast so that they could go right back to making fun of you. Have you seen people like that? Where when you sick, they act like they don't even want to stop bothering you. When you sick or having a heart problem or having a stroke, that they're just that evil and vile in their heart. So you you they want you to recover real bad so that their group of stalkers or social media gang members can go back to harassing you all over again so you can be thrown back into another stroke or heart attack. Isn't that evil? Because that's exactly what I've been experiencing. Like, I could be in the hospital. Since I walk outside the hospital, you would think that I'm a celebrity. My kids, Antoine, he'd say, "Mom, you're not all that popular. People don't think about you like that." Well, then why am I experiencing this? You act like you don't believe a dang thing that your mama have to tell you, but yet you believe everybody else's words. See, that's what makes me upset, because it's like, how could you know that your mother have struggled so many years and you quick to believe shady ass family members that put us out while you was young? They will take your mother money and food stamps, and I'll fill up their whole cabinets and the refrigerator and then put me and my kids out. You know, that one. And then get on the phone with the rest of the family members and talk mess about me as if I ain't did nothing to help out. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like living off of them for free. If I have it, I have it, and you got it. If I ain't got it, I'm up and about, I'm cleaning or something. They can never say that I just laid up on them. If they do, they lying and the truth is not in them. You know what I'm saying? But these are the type of people. She is so right. Oh Lord, I wish that I could have told her that she right on point. And they bother you so much every day because you're that it person. You're my baby Dominique go through the same thing I go through. Like my daughters, they go through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They think that we're slow. So for some reason, these wannabe popular people always think that we don't have a mind. We're always slow. My baby Dominique can look at a website design and copycat and basically copy the same thing without going to school for any type of web designing. I'm right now, my mind is where I'm practicing taking the bar test, um the multi choice bar test. And I think there's like between 175 to 200, or it says on one testing. Well, I've already gotten 50 questions right on it just by using my common sense alone. No Harvard training, no law training besides my 1 year of paralegal study and just real life, real events that's been happening to me. But these are the same women that call us slow black women. And these are people of my own color. These are the slow ones. These are the ones that call us slow, but they're behind a computer and a social media monitor me and what I'm doing and what I'm saying, what I'm preaching about, what I'm not preaching about, what I'm speaking on, what I'm not speaking on. They monitor me. I don't monitor them. Trust and believe me. I ain't never been a follower. I ain't never chased behind a crowd. I ain't never been a bandwagon jumper. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't like them don't mean that just because you don't like a particular person don't mean that I may not like them. Let me find them out for myself. If what you saying, then they just gonna reveal who they really are in anyway. But let me find out by myself how that person is. I don't jump on the bandwagon based on one person opinion, because that's exactly what it is, a opinion. And that means that you could sit up there and you could hate this person for whatever reason. You could hate this person because she broke your baby doll head back when you was 9 years old and you still holding 9 years, that 9-year-old grudges up against a person. So why are you pulling me in your grudges? Oh, let me get to know your sister for myself. I'm not going to sit up there and just believe every word that you're saying. It takes two to tango. No, let me get to know your ex-wife myself. Because you could be mad and been putting it all off on her or him. No, let me get to know people all by myself before I jump on the bandwagon with you. Why are you saying this about that person? That's the question. Because if we really go back to God, you saying to people, because some of them fake it, make it, bake it, shake it up in church every Sunday and the choir every Sunday. Then they go back to make fun of people after they're done doing lip service. So let me ask you this. Are you saying that God loves you more than he loves myself and other people? Because I'm ugly and fat, according to your words, your standard. Are you saying that God don't love ugly people? What a devastation. What a very devastating thing for someone to walk into a church and have to believe that I'm not ugly and I'm not pretty enough and I'm not slimmer enough. So therefore God don't love me. So I'm not good enough to be at this church. So the person turn back around and walk out the door because the members of the church make them feel uncomfortable. Is that really the love of God? Is that really unconditional love? Unconditional love comes with there's no stigma to the love of God. You just be yourself and God do the rest. Are you saying that God only love beauty pageants, cheerleaders, jocks, football jocks, popular boys and college girls and boys or young men, only those that fit into that category? What about the other ones? What about the outcasts at school? The ones that were outcasts. The ones that was the goofy and the clumsy ones. I don't know what it is about me, but I tend to have that clumsy spell on me at times. I don't know what it's been, but just I don't know, just a little offbeat every once in a while. But I'm valuable. I'm a very valuable woman, though. As you can see, when my mind get ready to learn, it soaks up knowledge. I mean, soak like a sponge. So does my daughter, Natisha. Don't let my kids fool you. They're very smart, intelligent. They really are. They're just not showing the world all of their talent, if you will. And the so-called enemies of mine, they used to tell me this. When I was younger, I didn't really pay attention to them. But they used to say, "Oh, sorry, that you're gonna grow old alone. None of your kids or your grandkids want to be around you." But it seems like that someone spoke this in my family into existence and trying to make the appearance come to pass. Where I raised my children to be loving and caring against each other in spite of their fighting and our fighting. you know, we normally tend to come on back together. It's always been outside people, either outside family members or outside people that keep a division among us, if you will. Because when people leave us alone as a family, we tend to work out our own solution and our own problem. You know what I'm saying? We work it out eventually in our own way. When other people are interfering, it makes it even more messy, as if you can correct a problem from the outside window while you looking inside of a family. But the people that's inside of the family know every detail of the family. If I was a home builder and I'm only taking care of the outside maintenance of the home, how will I know every details of the inside of the home if I'm not taking care of the inside of the home? That means I'm in the inside of my family. And I see every hole in my family and every lack, but I see, well, we filled this up. We still got work in this area. See, I'm the person from the inside, you're the outside. I call them window shoppers. Window shoppers, they look into your family business from the outside and trying to run your family business from the outside instead of inside out. And that's some people have window shoppers. They forever looking at you from the outside. But you looking at them from inside out. That's a big difference. You see what I'm saying? They forever, peep this, they so much smarter than you, greater than you. Why they not in the inside with you? Why they on the outside looking inside of your house, your family? They still remain on the outside. Only the smart gonna comprehend this one. They still an outside window shopper. You trying to run somebody else's home from outside of their home without you even knowing every detail about the inside of their home. Man, that probably gonna go over some people's head right there, but it's gonna be all right. A person on the outside can't run nothing. You can't even lift a broom and start sweeping from the outside inside. You just a window shopper. It's like somebody trying to dip their way into your marriage and they on the outside and you inside the marriage. You seeing every detail of you and he, of where you're going wrong, where you're going right, the good, bad, and the ugly. Now the person on the outside only want to see, they only seeing what they want to see. Hopefully they want to see the bad so they could see y'all break up and never make up. You see what I'm saying? So they do their best to try to, whatever that they are collecting from the outside view, they try to use that up against you to keep you and your husband or you and your wife at each other and separated. They outside window shoppers. Outside window shoppers.